Hello, everybody. This is Sovia Shifai from the Department of English, Krista Jayanti College. So, today we are going to have an overview on mastering content writing for businesses. Yeah, so content is very important for business. It attracts the leads and foster positive connections with the audience and pushes them to sales funnel. So without a content, you cannot communicate with the audience. So content is a very important process of business communication. So it is said that there's a survey that 87% of marketers rely on the content because it is a guide for them to for the different stages of a buyer's journey. That is, the marketers rely on the content. 87% of marketers come again and they just have a look at your products for the content, actually, because of the content. And it also creates a brand awareness to purchase decisions. So these are the types of content where you sell your products, like articles or product descriptions, by a website, with the use of a website, email newsletters, press releases, and ebooks. With ebooks, you don't sell, but still, it is also a type of the content. So this is a basic process of a customer journey. So the first process is awareness, then comes the interest, consideration, evaluation, decision, purchase, repeat, loyalty, and advocacy. Awareness means that is you build, for example, you have a company, you are a brand, so you create an awareness. You make the consumers aware of your products. That is called awareness. So awareness means that a particular customer should know what is the product you're selling, what is the name of your brand, what is your style, what is your tone. All this comes under awareness. Next is interest. So that is how you make them aware, then just instill an interest in the customer. Then comes consideration. That is, uh, a customer should consider your product. In order for the customer to consider your product, you have to come up with a beautiful content. It should be able to suffice the need of the customer, or it should satisfy their needs. In that possible ways, you have to come up with a content. That is one of the important customer journey process in business writing. Then comes evaluation. The customers evaluate your product. Then they decide whether to get your product or not. Then comes the purchase. That is also called conversion. Just those who have visited your website will be converted. Like they will convert. You are converting them to buy your product. That is what is called purchase. So conversion is very important. That is, you have to customize your content in a way that they are satisfied with your product description. That is called conversion. After that, conversion happens, and then comes the purchase. Same, more or less, it's same. Then they repeat. If they are satisfied with their product, they again and again get your product. That is called repeat. Then comes loyalty. Loyalty means that you have to build a brand loyalty with your customers. You have to ask for their feedback so that they'll be loyal to you. And like, okay, when you nurture interactions, there will be positive interactions so that they'll know who you are. That is called loyalty. Next comes advocacy. Advocacy means, mm, after being satisfied with your customer, they just advertise. They just tell about your product to someone else. They just advertise instead of you. That is called advocacy, evangelism, marketing. So this is the main process of customer journey. The next important part of content writing in business is reflect factual research based information. That is, it is very important to not mislead the customers with your facts. So you shouldn't provide misleading content which may give negative reviews. One misleading content will just ruin your entire career. So you have to be very careful with the misleading content. That will also lead to reduction in sales. So fake contents, there is a survey that fake contents just leads to 59% of the consumers stop buying a product, and 64% are likely to shop if they like the brand. So be very careful about the information you provide in your content. Next thing is you have to think about the business goals. So you have to be very conscious about increasing the organic visits, and you have to be aware how many readers are being converted into leads. Here comes the middle funnel content. That is, in the next slide, we'll discuss about the funnel content. That is, it has to establish extended engagement, trust based relationships with already captured audience. That is what I discussed earlier. That is, you have to have a good interaction with them to just know about their reviews so that you can capture the audience. And the marketers always distribute content to align their products with buyers' needs. A good marketer should be able to align or customize the product in order to satisfy the consumer. So this is funnel marketing: top of funnel, bottom of funnel, and middle of funnel. So there are three steps. That is, top of the funnel should always generate informative content to make new products aware of products and services. Next comes the middle of the funnel. In the middle of the funnel, you have to create and share content that gives warm prospects the ability to evaluate products and services. The last one is the bottom of the funnel. That is, use the bottom of the funnel to provide content and tools that ultimately lead hot prospects to convert. So there are three stages, that is top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. So top of the funnel comes with a blog post or social media or infographics. Then comes the middle funnel where you evaluate by advertising or by using your case studies and so on. And the bottom is a sales collateral or customer testimonials. So all these three stages should happen while marketing. And another important thing is buyer persona. So always empathize with the audience. So keep in mind your buyer persona. These are the starter questions for a buyer persona. That is, you have to know the buyer's demographic, behaviors, geographic challenges, interests, and email preferences so that you will be able to customize your product according to the needs of the buyer. So this is an example. This is how a buyer persona should be. So the main elements of a buyer persona is name, representative photograph, a quote that conveys what a user cares about. So you have to come up with a quote or a line, two or more lines about the buyer. Job title, the demographics, what are his or her needs and goals, relevant motivations and attitudes, related task and behavior, frustration, what are their pain points? I'll deal with it later. So what is the problem? What is the problem he's facing, and what is the current solution you can come up with? And the level of expertise and knowledge, product usage, context, environment, technology adoption, life cycle segment, and other salient attributes are needed in the buyer personas elements. So this is the customer pain points. That is, what are the difficulties the customer is facing while just purchasing a product. So the first one is financial pain point. When customers spend resources on their current business and end up in financial sense, so they don't have enough money to buy a product. So what can be done? What can be the solution for that? Next is the productivity pain point. That is when customers want to spend their time more efficiently but are not able to do so. For example, they're not satisfied with the content provided. Maybe they wanted to have a productive time, like productive usage of time, but they're not able to because there are so many things under that. So by reading the whole website, they're not being productive. So that is one important point. Next is the process pain point. When brands interact with customers by choosing different processes, some websites just make the customer journey very difficult by posing so many questions. So that will be a painful journey for them. They're not patient enough. The customers won't be patient enough to fill all the things and just get onto the website. So that's just another important customer pain point. Next is support pain point. That is when customers do not receive the right support during their journey. They are not being supported properly. Mm, uh, they're not able to acquire what they want because they don't have enough support. They don't know which website to enter, what to click. So you have to be aware while going for a business plan or a business content writing. Be considerate enough to support the customer. Okay, and coming after we saw that buyer persona, you have to find data to create a buyer persona. How will you find the data? That is collecting data from existing customers so that you can interview them or you can give them a discount and make them to fill in some details. So these are the few points, like few methods to collect the data of a particular customer. The use of site forms and questionnaires, you can provide them questionnaires. So those who simply follow the brand on social media or read the blog, they will not do these steps. They just visit and just let it off. But you can also provide them questionnaires because a few of them who are just visiting the website may just get the product also by filling the questions. Get insights from the sales team. And if you have a large company, just get the ideas, get reviews from the sales team because they are well aware of each customers. So getting insights from the sales team is a good idea. Next point is gather insights from business and digital data. You can use digital data to gather information about a customer. So gathering buyer persona data from market research is very important method to find data about a customer. That is, you have to search for competitor websites and collect information about the customers of that particular website. So this is a very important method. That is, you can just compare your website with your competitor website, or you can find what are the mistakes you're making by just comparing the competitive websites. User stories. So this is helpful to create creative to define the context of a customer problem and the solution he or she is seeking. So you can create a story like as a what type of user is the particular consumer. I want to what he or she wants to do so that I can what is the benefit they're gonna acquire from that. Look at the example as a car driver. I want to drive a car changing gears automatically so that I can focus more on the road and traffic and reduce stress of changing gears manually. So this is a problem the customer is facing and what is the solution he wants. So this is how the user stories should be. And another important term in content writing is go to market strategy. That is, you are coming in with a new product. So where to sell it? Where is it possible? So a planned system for distributing and delivering goods or services to new target market. So you just cannot jump into a place and start selling. That is very difficult. So you should know the need of that particular society before just coming up with your product. So you have to consider a variety of items before building GTM. That is, what is the market size and competition? What are the customer pain points in the buyer journey? So does the product fit into the market? Will it fit into the market? And what about the demographics of the audience? And what is the local and international market variations? Next comes the marketing approaches, sales funnels, and pricing strategies. With all this in mind, you have to plan the content for business. So before getting into product market fit, that is finding a good market with a product capable of satisfying that market. That is called product market fit. You have to always question within yourself that what, why, and how. That is the size of the target market, the need of the market, and what is the product about. This is called product market fit. So this is a product market fit pyramid. That is the target customer, undeserved needs, value proposition, feature set, and user experience. With all this in mind, you have to proceed. That is, undeserved need means, for example, WhatsApp is being launched. WhatsApp was launched for just for it's a messaging app. So that is the must-have app. Okay, that is a very important app for now. Next comes the performance benefits. Performance benefits means it just increases customer satisfaction. That is, for example, WhatsApp was only for messaging. Then comes the images and the video options. So that is performance benefits. We are being benefited with WhatsApp by extra functionality. Okay. Next is a satisfaction delighter. Above that, that something just gives delight, that just delights us. Above that, there is something that it just delights us. That is, you can share a status which was not available in WhatsApp long ago. So that was satisfaction delighter. The customer is delighted by another option. So this is called undeserved needs. So must have, performance benefits, and satisfaction delighter. Must have means needs essential for a product, which will be useful for a customer. So if it is not met, if the customer satisfaction is not met, that will lead to a high level of customer dissatisfaction. Okay, example is touch screen on smartphone. Next comes the performance benefits. That is benefits that increase customer satisfaction, incremental improvement in your product. That will just meet the satisfaction of the customer to the most extent. Okay. Next is a satisfaction delighter, undeserved customer need. They don't deserve it actually. It's not needed actually, but still certain things are being added into the product. Undeserved customer needs, if met, create high level of customer satisfaction along with delight. That is where the success of the product in the market goes up. Yes, this is called value proposition. What is called value proposition? Why someone would want to buy from your company instead of a competitor? So you have to give a short statement that impresses your audience, that meets their needs. That is called value proposition statement. That is a short statement that communicates why buyers should choose your products or services. So more than just a product or service description, it should also come up with a specific solution so that your business provides and promises a value, certain value for your customer. That is called value proposition statement. For example, you're coming up with a designer cloth, so you're giving a value proposition statement. If, for example, beauty lies inside, it should just attract the audience. That is called value proposition statement. And another important thing is understanding user search intent, whether that is informational, whether they're coming for specific information or navigational, or whether they are searching specific web page or site, or is it commercial, that is considering a purchase and investigating their options, or are they considering something like are they considering something to buy, and what is, and they are under the process of investigation. Transaction means they wanted to purchase, the particular person is going to purchase, so that is called transaction. So you have to keep all these things in mind before writing a business, a content for business. And another thing is optimizing your search content for ranking in search results. So you have to create a list of words that matches with your product. That is very important. That is called search engine optimization. You have to prioritize the highest value, a particular keyword has. You should search for the particular keyword which has the highest value, and then just use them in hashtags or in your description so that the audience will be the consumers will be able to look at your product. So this is how you construct a comprehensive content strategy plan. That is, what is the format you're gonna use, what is the channel you're gonna publish, how will you manage the content, and what is the content construction, and how is the performance gonna be. So this is the content strategy plan you have to keep in mind before coming up with the content writing for business. So you have to carry a thorough research topic, find your audience biggest pain points, then run on a survey of social media, and conduct a content gap analysis. Repurpose your competitors' content. Use content ideation tools for research. Talk to other departments in your company. So this will help you to come up with a beautiful content for your business. And the last is work out your content calendar. That is, what is the goals you have for this post? What are the channels you're going to work with? What is your topic? What is your content type? What is the deadline? When are you going to publish it? All this should be in your content calendar. Or how often do you publish? How many people can access the calendar? All this you have to set it right before publishing a content for business. So, hope you all understood about content for business writing. Until we meet in the next video, bye.